Hey guys, welcome back to Cross Timbers Bison. We just got a report back on what has caused the deaths of our red dogs, and I did not see this coming. Y'all ready for this? That's hers, even though still don't look good.
Why are you doing that?
That's little claw paws. Peaches is over there. Look who survived the night. If you don't remember in the last video, it was not such a warm welcoming for him into the Dunbar herd. Uh-oh. Blackjack. He survived.
Yeah, he barely survived tonight. Probably a couple pounds light.
Yeah. Alright, so I see Peaches. This is kind of the area where we left her. Not good, Mike. Kyle's already got in it.
That's probably what Maya was out here.
Number 4. Already.
Scoot over, babe. Mom, there's parents up there. Watch it.
Struggling. Alright, so we'll dart this one. After just losing Peach's calf this morning, Little Quawpaw's calf was the last one of the 2 that we've been trying to treat the past 4 or 5 days. This was a last ditch effort, but we were able to go get a higher strength antibiotic to really try to hammer whatever was going on in these calves. This was kind of a last resort antibiotic after our result this morning with Peach's calf.
Okay, I heard you. I can drive. You want to sit in the back? Or you want to sit? Okay. Brooksy, scoot over so Michael can get in there. Oh, Michael. Ouch, girl. Hey, Mama. Arms and legs in the vehicle.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, keep going. Alright, she's gonna give us a break for a second. She's weird sometimes. She kind of gives me some weird looks.
Snuck around. Ooh, right there, Dusty. Let me pull up.
exactly where I wanted it. Just couldn't waste the shot on this one because it's a high dose antibiotic. Or high, I don't know if dose is right, but that's like the last resort antibiotic.
Poor little guy.
Guy's laying down.
Yeah.
How much did you pump it up?
3 times. Yeah. Here's what it is there.
Oh, she's pooping.
I heard that whatever cc's you put in, you pump it that many times. So somebody taught me that. Whether it's true or not, I guess it makes sense. I've been pumping it 3, been shooting it 2 cc's for these calves. And then I pumped 3 times for that 1 cc just because I needed to get close to it. But you got it? You got it just right.
Yeah.
Whenever we do the adults, it's 10 cc's, which is the biggest dart you can get. It's the heaviest. So I'll pump it 10 times. And it's effective. But wonder if it's still in him or her.
I haven't seen it fall out, but it was over there. You can go look.
I can still see it's still hanging there.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, Mike. All right, hon, we can go. Even though our day didn't start off on the right foot, unfortunately, it was nice to change it up a little bit. We had already scheduled for Julie, our bee lady, to come and help us, and we're gonna dive into some of our new bee boxes today.
So do you want me to hand it to you?
Yeah, I'll get it from you. All right, hon.
I don't really feel like getting swarmed by bees.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should run some. Well, we'll look at them, see how much food they have. You're pretty heavy into nectar flow right now.
So I may have to feed them as much.
Yeah, but we're gonna just take a look and see how they're building.
I'm doing the twice a week. Okay, babe.
Oh yeah. Oh no, this is nice.
Pop.
Here's yours, some nectar and some pretty. That's all pretty new wax. It has to be because we just put these inner covers on, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to get an idea what she's doing, the queen, and then go from there, see if there's any issues. They're going to probably not like some of these frames, but they're going to have to use them. Okay, this is great. This is great here. This is what you're going to want to see. See what they're doing. So that's all pretty new comb they're building out.
Okay.
Not the greatest. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Oh, you're gonna love this. This is why you're gonna want to become a beekeeper.
Okay.
Because I'll show you. This is what I was. So we're heavy into nectar flow, and this is all capped honey right there.
Oh,
See
really?
that? Mm-hmm.
So you could gobble that up right now.
You could, yeah.
Don't wanna, but
If you were a greedy gut, but I like to leave it. For
oh, leave it. Yeah.
I like to leave it for this. So
So it's dripping right here. There's some honey right there.
So that's actually, yeah, I just pinched it right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Is why.
So we should lick your glove.
You could.
Okay.
Right. There's drones on there, which are fine. Yeah, this frame probably weighs about good 4 pounds, which is
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, and typically when you get them, when you get some of these new, you do not really want to mess with them. You kind of want to let them build, but I'm just curious about her pattern. Yeah, she's doing great. See that? That's her brood. I don't really see her. I don't see any.
Will she move from
She will, and as I roll this frame, she'll roll too.
Will she move to
But she has
different
some-
frames?
Yes, yes, she will. She'll have attendants around her, which is pretty cool. Sometimes if you hold a frame in the sun, you can see. I do not think she's on here. Typically, she'll have her abdomen in a cell, laying. If she's a good queen, she'll be doing her job. But this is a nice frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, this hive's doing great. So what do you have? One. So sorry, girls. I'm so sorry. There you go. So basically, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames of some pretty hefty bees and some food, which is good. That's all very encouraging. Watch out. Move out of the way. Whoa, sorry there, kid. And this one there, I'm just going to move it. Yeah. So basically, I have these 4 frames on the end that they're working with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I should probably switch this one out. See if they want this one.
Just move them around and see if they...
Yeah, I like that one better. So yeah, that one looks really good. No concerns. That I can building really nicely, which is what you want. So there's, when these 2 or 3 more of these frames get filled out and they look like they're overcrowded, that's when we would go ahead and add another box.
Okay.
But we're just gonna smoke these down so nobody gets smashed. And then that'll fit on there. If that lid doesn't, does it? That's too bad.
Yep.
But you got these on the corner here, so
Oh,
I'm just gonna.
get off there.
Whoa. There you go. Come on, girls. Yeah, I think they're still fairly waterproof because I don't see any moisture underneath here, so I'm not hugely concerned about this not fitting exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what our weights are for.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is you don't want mold issues.
No.
Boy, did you get bit? No, you good? No worse for the wear? No worse for the wear?
He's not bad. He's a tough little wiener.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She has little horns. When she was a baby, she had little horns, but she's still I don't know. Oh, bees, get away.
Oh, no. By the time we were done checking our bees with Julie, who I appreciate very much, it was time for Mike and Kevin and I to head to our summer bison conference in Allen, Oklahoma, to the Oklahoma Trophy Ranch. Summer conferences are a great way to get together, socialize with all your bison friends, and learn some stuff from other ranchers along the way. Hey, Peaches. Blackjack? Hi, buddy. Mr. Dunbar himself. Red dogs. Are y'all ready for this? Friday we did our last herd check, and obviously Peaches, which just standing here next to me, just lost her calf. And the cows got to it. Then we went to attend our summer conference. And so Friday afternoon, we just got started, and I got a text message from one of my vet, Doc Gerald Parsons in Stratford, Oklahoma, one of his vet techs who recently graduated from Oklahoma State, Jacob. Congratulations, Jacob, go Pokes. Jacob sent me a text message, and it was a report from Texas A&M. We got our results. We texted back and forth a little bit. It was in the middle of the conference, and so I couldn't do a lot of communication. And then just a couple of moments later, Doc calls me. First of all, he checks and sees how our calves are doing. I said, well, out of those 2 that we've been trying to doctor and save, just lost one that morning, Friday morning. So there was a couple of tests that they ran for. With our stool samples, Texas A&M ran 3 different tests: a bovine coronavirus, a bovine rotavirus, and the third, Cryptosporidium. It has butterfly milkweed on its nose. So, you guys want to know what killed our 5 red dogs? Cryptosporidium. It is a parasite found in water. So when we lost our first 2 calves, I immediately called our vet, Doc, and we kind of started running through potential diseases, potential causes of these 2 quick deaths. And one of the first things that came to Doc's mind of everything, all the symptoms I was describing, was because of the record amounts of rainfall that we got in April and even the continuous amounts of rain we got in May. What could potentially have led to, because of all that rain, is a high protein grass, just a really heavy grass that the moms are consuming, which is great, spectacular. But he mentioned something about, because the calves, we noticed they had white scours, that maybe the milk from these gals was too heavy. And so what happened was, because the mom's milk was too heavy on some of these young calves, which are about a week to 2 weeks old, was the window. Because of that, they got the scours, they got dehydrated, then they have a lack of appetite. And once they get dehydrated and a lack of appetite, they just go downhill. Their immune system is not strong enough at that age to really get over that hump. And in kind of a country way of saying it, there's no easier way to say this. The 5 that died basically pooped themselves to death. So the 4th and 5th calf, which is Peaches and our 8007 Quapaw mom, we were able to start darting them. We got them on a 3-day antibiotic treatment. Marissa and I darted them 3 days in a row. Then we hit them with vitamin B12 dart. On the 5th day, we lost Peach's calf. Right then and there, I went and got a higher dose antibiotic to try to save little Quapaw's calf. This is actually her right here, 8007. Tried to save her calf. So we did our conference thing Friday. We did it all day Saturday. We came home Saturday, rolled out of bed early Sunday morning, and little Quapaw's calf was dead. And I knew it was going to be a long shot to try to save him. We kept him alive for a couple more days to try to give him a chance to get over that hump. And still at this time, during this entire process, we don't even know what is causing the problem. Let me back up a little bit. When I first noticed the first 2 deaths, I immediately got them out of that pasture. Those bison have not been in pasture 3 since all this started. I believe that was a pond that had the Cryptosporidium in it. How can this be spread? It can be spread through dogs, coyotes, it can be spread through bison, cattle, any type of animals that are drinking out of that pond. And you're saying, well, you got so much rain. You got so much downflow. filled up your ponds? How do you get this? Guys, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. And then Brooks and I were checking the calves during this whole process, and we happened to see a coyote coming out there constantly. Well, he was licking the poop. Because those scours are so high in nutrients from mama's milk, the coyotes, well, this one in particular, was eating it. And so I'm assuming you take that coyote and that coyote drinks out of our ponds, and maybe that was the spreader. But those first two, where did they get it from? They must have got it in pasture 3 pond. So here's what I've learned since then. It doesn't affect the adults. Cryptosporidium only affects young animals, which includes cattle, bison, any other type of livestock. Doesn't affect the adults. Got a buddy out in the panhandle of Texas. Talked to him about it. He said, yes, it happens out here to our calves. We have to go out, catch them, rope them, do whatever. They have to basically give them an IV. And he said that will save their life. And it was good and refreshing to hear that this is a learning moment. This is a learning curve. And here's the difference between cattle and wrangling those calves and these guys here. It's quite a bit different. And not until you are a bison rancher will understand that. These guys operate different than bovine. They're a very social and intelligent animal. You're thinking, Dusty, why didn't you IV them? Why didn't you catch them and get them an IV? There's a reason we darted these calves. First of all, it's me and my wife and Brooks. It's a dangerous situation anyways. I appreciate my wife's help. Could I have got some buddies out there? Could we have drove this ATV out there and tried to wrangle these calves up? Sure, I could have bulldogged them and done that and then have my buddy come out and shoot an IV or inject them with the antibiotics. How does that sound? It sounds pretty scary to me. I'm sorry, but my life and me being a husband and a father, it's not worth it, guys. Because, yes, my bison are chill. They're calm. If you go try to mess with one of those and mama comes after you, I promise you it's not going to be good. And so that's why we darted these calves to try to save their life. If we wanted to IV them, it would have been very difficult. We'd have had to catch them first of all. You'd have had to avoid mom. And then with some help, we'd have had to get an IV in these guys. I want you to understand something compared to bovine cattle. These guys are a high stress animal, especially at a young age. Their body is already stressed out because they're basically pooping themselves to death. They're struggling. They're uncomfortable. And then we put them in a more stressful place. I've been down this road and I know what happens. Those animals go down fast. And so in order to avoid more stress, that's why we use the dart method. So now that we know that this was from water, a water-caused illness and virus, we can learn from it. Maybe if they're young enough and I have some help, we can catch the red dogs and IV them. In an ideal world, that sounds great. But realistically, that is going to be a major challenge. Whether that happens again or not, we'll be prepared. But just when you think you've been doing this and you're figuring stuff out and everything's going well, your pastures look great, you've got plenty of rainfall, we're building our soil, and then something else slaps you across the face. I think that's why they call us farmers and ranchers. We learn how to bounce back. It makes us tougher. It makes us stronger. It makes us wiser. I appreciate Doc. Appreciate his help. Appreciate Jacob's help. My wife, Mud. We did everything we could. But we had 10 red dogs. Now we're down to 5. And I've got a couple of late mamas. I don't know what'll happen. But I hope that we have some more. Because this year we could have had about 18 calves. And I don't know where we'll go the rest of the summer. I do know that the Cryptosporidium, apparently, when the temperatures start to get higher, the Cryptosporidium goes down. And you guys can look into it and research it all you want. I've done the readings. I've studied it some. And now we know a little bit more about it. And I wish we could have had the answers faster. But in order to get the blood, I had to have the animals. In order to get the scour samples, I had to see it. I have to take it to my vet. I can't send it directly to the lab, to Texas A&M. That has to go through my vet. He has to overnight it. They have to get it, process it, send us back the report, guys. That took 5 or 6 days. I know you guys have been waiting patiently, and I greatly appreciate it. And we're learning all this together, right? It's been a challenge. It's honestly been a sucky red dog season. One of the worst red dog seasons I've had. We should have 10 red dogs right now, and we just have 5. Why did these guys make it and the other 5 didn't? Obviously, their immune system was strong enough. They could get over it. We'll never know. But if we didn't get the samples and get it sent off to the lab, we still wouldn't exactly know of what caused the deaths. But now we do. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you guys for being on this journey with Marissa and I. It's never easy. Farming and ranching, you don't sign up to farm and ranch because it's a smooth process and it's easy. You just don't do that. It's a lifestyle that you love and appreciate, that you learn from, you grow from, you raise your kids in. And these are awesome animals. Awesome animals that have a wonderful story. And we love contributing to that story of recovery of an almost lost American icon. Once in the millions, and now around 400,000 or 500,000 or so. We love raising the American bison. We will learn, we will prevail, we'll be better. We'll keep learning. Thank you guys for watching us. We'll see you guys soon. We're going to keep on bison ranching.